thank you for spending time for us.
No problem.
Okay, and where from?
The Netherlands.
Okay, which part of Netherlands are you from?
Towards the east or in the middle of the Netherlands, so not in the big cities.
Okay. And is this for your first time to come to Japan?
Second.
Second time. And when was the first time?
Last year in February we went first.
Also twice in the 2 years?
Twice in 2 years. The first time was our honeymoon. So.
Honeymoon. And what brought you to Japan?
Mostly culture. So always read about it. I liked reading a lot about Japanese history. So.
Oh, really? So what was the first image before you came to Japan?
First image?
Yeah.
Oof. Well, I think when we grew up, of course, a lot of anime is popular. So big brands like Pokemon when we were first small.
Pokemon.
And then you kind of think about, hey, where's that from? And you look up Japan. And I think the first images maybe like Mount Fuji or samurai or things like that. So.
Sorry, why you chose Japan as the destination of the honeymoon?
Because we both like it. So both me and my wife like Japan, and we were always dreaming of going. So we were together for I think 8 years or something before we went.
Okay.
And we always said, someday we're going to go to Japan. So when we married, we finally had a job, we had some money, so we could come to Japan finally.
Nice. And where did you go in the honeymoon?
Kyushu.
Kyushu. Oh, really? Oh, so your first time in Japan was Kyushu?
Yes.
Oh, really?
We flew to Fukuoka, and then we drove all the way past the west coast, so Nagasaki, Kumamoto, Hirado. To Kagoshima.
To Kagoshima.
And then we flew to Okinawa.
Okay. Oh, to Okinawa. And what's your impression of that?
It's a lovely place. It's very beautiful, nice weather, beautiful mountains, the hills, forests. But the cities are also nice. It's very calm there compared to here, Tokyo. It's very restive. So it was nice. It was very good vacation. Okay.
Did you feel some difference between your first image of Japan before you came, or to the after when you came to Japan?
I think so, yeah, because you're kind of afraid that the image you get through media is, nice and beautiful, and then when you come there, it's different. But we were afraid of it. But when we came, it was the other way around. It was like, it truly is the way that we expected it. It is nice. People are friendly, so it was positive. Okay,
thank you. And did you feel some difficulty in traveling in the Kyushu at that time?
I think we were worried that communication would be harder.
Okay.
But with knowing some words, you could probably. We didn't really have any trouble, I think.
Oh, so okay. And did you experience some public transportation in Kyushu or Okinawa?
We took the bus, I think.
Okay.
I think only the bus. We mostly drove around with a rental car.
Okay. And what was the most memorable scene of your honeymoon?
I think maybe going up the Aso mountain.
Aso mountain?
Because in the Netherlands everything is flat, and there's our highest mountain is 300 meters. So actually going up a mountain, a volcano, and seeing the steam come out, it's something that I had never seen before. It was very beautiful, very nice.
I see.
So you can do that in your country?
No, we have one, we call it a mountain, but it's 300 meters. Yeah, but it's nothing compared to here, no.
Okay. And you came to here as a second time tour trip for you guys, and what brought you to Japan again?
We liked the first time, so coming again would be something that we wanted. And there was a good deal, so we could come here for a good price, and so we went earlier than we expected.
Okay. How long are you staying in Japan now?
In total, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So, but this is the last part. So,
so you.
I think 4 more days.
Okay. And what was your itinerary?
5 days in Osaka.
Osaka.
4 days Kyoto. And then 5 days Tokyo.
Oh, you came to Kyoto from Tokyo by the train or airplane?
Shinkansen.
Shinkansen.
Nice.
So how was Osaka? Is it good?
It was very nice. Yeah, we didn't really know much about Osaka. But it had everything, so it was very great. It was very nice.
All right, thank you. What was the most impressive for you?
Ooh, I think that's hard. I really love history, so going to the Osaka History Museum and then the Osaka Castle was...
Oh, so you love the Japanese history? Oh, what kind of Japanese history most you like? What era? Or
I think it's tied a bit between for us in the Netherlands, it is nice to see our historical ties. So places like Dejima and Hirado. So, I think just after the Sengoku Jidai period.
I see.
But I also really like the political importance of like the Meiji Reformation. So
I see.
And the Kingdom of Ma, so the start of the Japan.
Yeah. And you guys studied about Japanese history in the junior high or high school,
Not from school now.
Okay.
So you need to be interested yourself. We learn mostly about, maybe something about colonial part, and of course like Second World War, something that we talk about, but not more than that. No.
Okay, so you were like be interested in the Japanese history by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. And from what age you were interested in the Japanese history?
I think about 10, 12. Mainly because I saw Kurosawa movie then.
Kurosawa?
So I think it's called Ran or something like that. It was a beautiful movie and I thought like, oh, this is awesome. So, might as well do something up about it. You get tied up in the history.
Oh, I see. It's so great for us. Okay, so and you spent 4 days in Osaka, and after that you moved to Kyoto. And what did you do in Kyoto?
Mostly walking around, so a lot of walking. We went to, we visited a lot of temples, of course. National Museum.
Kyoto National Museum. Okay.
I think that we just walked around all the different parts and looked around and made some pictures and.
Okay, probably because you love the Japanese history, so you truly enjoyed the Kyoto.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. And what was the most attractive for you to strolling around Kyoto?
I think, personally, I really like the imperial palaces.
Imperial palaces.
So especially the gardens around them were beautiful. There's so much history there.
Okay.
And just walking around and wandering upon like a random temple that suddenly had like a very important historical. So like we accidentally strolled upon like the temple where Oda Nobunaga was killed. And I was like, this is here? Didn't expect it, so that was fun.
Yeah, Honnoji is very, very small, no? So there are too many shrines and temples, so you can't distinguish them.
No, there's so many.
Okay, and you came to the Tokyo after that, and is it your guys' first time to come to Tokyo?
Yes, so this is the first time and the first day today.
First day?
So today we arrived yesterday.
Oh, really? Okay, and how about Tokyo? Is it different from Osaka or other prefectures in Japan?
Until now, kind of, yeah. It does have some similarities, but when you arrive in Tokyo with like the main station part,
Tokyo station,
is so big, so modern. Like it was like arriving in a, like it felt a little bit like New York or something. Like, it was very impressive. Okay,
and what is your plan to like enjoy Tokyo?
I think mostly today we're going to do the museum here, so the National Museum, and the next couple of days. Mainly exploring some random parts, see what we can find out, visit some museums. Okay. So just explore the city a little bit.
Okay.
So you said that you went to Nagasaki for your first trip to Japan, right? I'm just wondering. So the connection between Netherlands and Japan is kind of located in Nagasaki, right?
Yeah.
So is that one reason that you chose Kyushu as your honeymoon?
I think the Jima was high on the list of things that we wanted to see, and when we found out it was on Kyushu, it was an extra motivation to come here. And then when we started looking up, like there were more places that had ties with the Netherlands. So like Hirado, at that you have a building there where like the VOC, the West Indies Trading Company of the Netherlands, was posted. So all these ties were motivations to come there.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought many people from Dutch don't know much about the history.
I think you need to be interested to look things up, and
so it's very interesting for us.
Yeah, we have a museum in the Netherlands in Leiden. And that museum is a museum of the relationship between Japan and the Netherlands. I forgot the person's name, Siebold. And Siebold was like, had close ties, so we went to that museum, and then you see the Jima and stuff, you find the connection, and from there you start looking things up, and it was very cool.
Okay, thank you for sparing time for us.
No problem.
It's up and end of the interview. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.